Jack Doherty just crashed his McLaren on stream while reading chat or maybe texting on his phone. Insulting Jack Doherty is a God-given right. The most punchable face on the planet here belongs to our protagonist, Jack. Totaled it. It is a miracle that neither one of them are in a coffin right now.
For those who might not know the full story, Jack Doherty recently got into a pretty serious car crash.
Oh! No! No! No!
But the real issue here is how Jack has handled the whole thing.
Oh my god!
Instead of showing genuine remorse or taking responsibility, he seems more interested in using the accident to boost his views.
Oh! Oh! Help! Oh, you hold this?
It's reckless behavior. Penguinz0, aka Charlie, really didn't hold back in his response to Jack's crash.
He is right now driving his McLaren, and his cameraman is doing a great job for the insurance company here, showcasing that he is not doing his due diligence of being a safe driver.
In his usual blunt style, he pointed out how Jack has been treating this whole incident like content fodder.
He's a little content ghoul, a little goblin. I knew Jack Doherty was pathetic, but I had no idea he was this pitiful that this is considered content to him.
It feels like he's trying to sensationalize a very dangerous situation. This isn't just a mistake.
Like, how can you possibly have so little shame? His friend is clearly injured, bleeding from his head. He is leaking. And Jack Doherty doesn't give a shit. He hands him the phone to keep filming for stream and then tells him to film on an additional phone as well.
Jack's initial focus wasn't on anyone's safety. When McKinley noticed that Michael was in pain, she tried to take over filming out of concern.
You guys have anything else you need me to get out of the car? Do you want to take that shit so you just have to? You're great. Let him have that. Let him have that. Let him have that. And then McKinley, can you just take it?
But Jack stopped her, handing her another phone to continue recording.
Yeah.
The focus on content creation in the face of a real, life-threatening situation raises some major ethical concern. He highlighted the lack of responsibility and the way Jack seemed more interested in views than acknowledging the danger he put himself and others in.
Clearly a case of Jack Doherty not paying any attention, leading to his car hydroplaning. Now, I know hydroplaning can happen to even the best drivers, which Jack Doherty is not. He is looking at his phone numerous times. We have the cameraman who's filming this like Cloverfield and actually did a really good job of like showing us the monster. Every time we see him, it's like he's been hypnotized by his phone. He's like in a trance. He's a zombie behind the wheel. He was never paying attention to the road, even though it's raining out.
One of Penguinz0's main criticisms was how Jack Doherty turned this life-threatening accident into just another clickbait stunt.
I think this guy is so far gone. He's such a sociopath disconnected from reality. I actually think he's viewing this in his head as a positive thing, like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of views. This is actually gonna be like really good for the brand. Like, it honestly seems like he's putting on a CW level acting performance. Oh bro, this is cooked. No, it's busted.
My car is totaled, bro.
Oh bro, this is cooked. No, it's busted.
Oh my god, this is cooked.
This isn't the first time Jack has crossed the line. Remember all those times Jack filmed himself doing wild and borderline dangerous stunts for attention?
What? Little prop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
This crash feels like the inevitable outcome of his reckless behavior, but what's even more disturbing is that instead of learning from it, Jack is still using it to fuel his fame.
That would show loud and clear Jack doesn't give a f about me. This little vermin is not a friend at all. He's a little content ghoul, a little goblin.
You can hear in this clip how frustrated Charlie is with how Jack is handling things.
He instead doubles down and wants even more footage of it, even though he looks like the biggest idiot on the planet for this. An unlovable, unlikable, irredeemable loser.
Jack's response after the accident feels completely tone deaf. Rather than taking a step back to reflect, his focus seems to be on how much attention the accident can generate.
Oh! Oh! Help!
Oh, you hold this? Oh, no, my car, bro.
Vamos, baby. Vamos, sal. Que estás bien.
This sets a dangerous example for his younger audience. When you've got millions of followers watching you, you have a responsibility. And instead of owning up to his mistakes, Jack's making the crash part of his brand. That's not just irresponsible, it's harmful. The culture of stunts for views transition into a broader discussion of YouTuber culture. Jack's actions are a symptom of a much larger issue we're seeing in YouTube culture right now. So many creators are willing to put themselves and others in harm's way just for the views. This whole clout over consequences mentality is toxic. As Penguinz0 pointed out, this isn't just about one bad decision, it's a pattern. Jack has consistently blurred the line between content and real life, and when you start playing with fire like that, people get burned. The fact that someone as influential as Penguinz0 felt the need to speak out should tell you how serious this is.
And this car, like, exploded like Humpty Dumpty here. The way, you'll see his car fully in a moment, it looks like when you drive backwards in a NASCAR game in the early 2000s. Like, he did a number on it, completely totaled it. It is a miracle that neither one of them are in a coffin right now.
Here's another part of Penguinz0's video where he really drives the point home.
This whole time, he still hasn't really checked on his friend at all, who is still bleeding profusely. And it's not until more authorities get there, as well as like medical personnel, that he even pretends to care, like comes over and gives him a hug. But outside of that, he doesn't really care about Michael.
At the end of the day, this isn't about hating on Jack Doherty. It's about accountability. He has a massive platform, and with that comes responsibility. Reckless behavior like this isn't just dangerous for him, but for everyone who watches and might try to emulate it. Penguinz0's video was a wake-up call, and it's one that Jack really needs to take seriously. If he doesn't start reflecting on his actions now, who knows what kind of trouble he'll find himself in next.
If we were going, double the speed, we probably would have been dead.
As if he wasn't partly responsible for the situation. It feels completely tone-deaf and selfish considering what had just happened. After all that, they went home and began explaining what had happened.
I didn't.
Phone. What happened? Tell me.
Mom, it was just wet. We hydroplaned, Mom. Like, I couldn't do anything about it.
It's a little wicked.
Like, we could have both been dead right now. That's like the crazy, sad part.
And we've seen time and again that this type of content only escalates until something tragic happens.
Fuck, dude. My fucking car. Holy shit, no. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? No. Michael, are you good? Oh. Oh.